guys, it's Kat and Ndivisi, and welcome back. I literally almost just said, and you're watching Disney Channel. I always wanted to do that. I'm still mad at my mom for not letting me become a child actor and then getting addicted to drugs. Hey guys, it's Kat and Ndivisi and welcome back to my channel. It has been, okay, I need to stop saying that because I say that in every video, like it has been a hot minute since I filmed. And it's like, yes, it has been a hot minute because you're an inconsistent YouTuber, Catherine. That's why. So I thought it would be fun to film a little chit chat, get ready with me / life update video. I don't know what we're getting ready for because honestly, probably just gonna take this makeup off, do a face mask, and eat some chicken nuggets on the couch after this. But like, that's all right. We can still get ready for eating chicken nuggets. So I prepped my skin by putting my Summer Fridays jet lag mask on, but I really want to just feel super moisturized even further. So I'm gonna use my Farsali Unicorn Essence. I love this stuff and I feel like a mermaid whenever I use it. It's just all these little drop, 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 drip, drip, drip. But I'm just gonna rub that in. While I let that soak in a little bit, we're gonna move on to the eyes. I spent so much money on this palette and I never use it, so we're gonna use it tonight. This is the Pat McGrath Mothership Sublime Bronze Ambition palette, and I love it. The quality's amazing, but it's just like this packaging. I feel like I never really use it because it's this, I would try and sit it down and then this closes or this, you know, it's just like, it's kind of, it's not as like practical, but you know what? The colors really match well with the shirt that I'm wearing right now, so let's just do it, you know? So yeah, where have I been? You're all like, Catherine, we literally came here to like find out about your life and you're genuinely not talking about it. So I'm gonna take my Maybelline FitMe concealer and just prime my eyelids with some of that. So I'm gonna blend this in. As you guys know, I finished in September my dissertation for my master's at King's College London. My degree was in digital marketing, and I'm not gonna lie, it was without a doubt one of the hardest years of my life. I know you're like, it's a master's program, what did you expect? Honestly, I'm not really sure what I expected. I'll tell you why. This would have been summer of 2018. I had laparoscopic surgery which diagnosed me with endometriosis. So I'm just gonna set my concealer with my Too Faced setting powder. So now that we've set that, I'm just gonna go in with this brown color that's in the palette, and I'm just gonna put that in my crease. So when I found out that I had endo, as like everyone in the endometriosis community calls it, when I found out I had endo, which if you don't know what endo is, look it up, make yourself aware, but just a quick rundown. It's basically when tissue similar to the uterine lining is found elsewhere in the body. So that can be anywhere, like literally outside the uterus, your ovaries, your bladder, your pelvic floor, your bowels, your liver, your kidney, your brain. Like there have literally been people who had endometriosis on their brain. So this thing is crazy and it will grow just wherever it feels like, and it causes inflammation, bleeding, and just excruciating pain would be the best way to describe it. Chronic pain, chronic fatigue, debilitating cramps, shooting pain, leg nerve issues, back pain. And now that's not to say that everyone with endometriosis has those symptoms. That's just some symptoms that people with endometriosis can have. And I don't think when I was diagnosed with it, I really understood. Well, I know I didn't really understand what endometriosis was. I was kind of just like, okay, I've got endo. Thanks, bye. Next, I'm gonna dip into this darker brown and put this on the outer corner of my eye. I remember sitting in the office with my doctor, with my gyno, and she was telling me, okay, you have endo, we got rid of it, let me know if the pain comes back, bye. Like that was basically it. That was my conversation with her. So I was under the impression like, okay, I'm fixed now until the pain comes back, because she pretty much said it will never fully go away. You will have this forever. Endo just grows back, which now that I've done more research is not always the case. It turns out that the surgery that I had, a lot of endometriosis specialists are trying to get that type of surgery banned because it honestly can do way more harm than good.
Okay, I feel like I need to expand on this a little bit more, but the type of surgery that I got done is ablation surgery, which unfortunately a lot of gynecologists perform on patients who have suspected endometriosis, and that is where they burn off the endometriosis that they find within your body. It's not effective. The chances of you getting ablation surgery and the endometriosis growing back is far greater than if you get treated by an endometriosis specialist, not a typical OBGYN, and they perform excision surgery. That is the type of surgery that is the gold standard for endometriosis. So if you suspect that you have endometriosis, please do your research and do your best to try and find a doctor who can perform expert excision surgery and not ablation surgery, because the excision surgery will actually have the doctor go in and cut out the endometriosis, and the chances that it grows back are far less than when you get ablation.
But obviously I didn't know that at the time. I was just taking my doctor's word, you know, I thought I could trust her like anyone would with any doctor. And so next I'm going to dip into this kind of like orange shimmery shade, and I'm gonna put that on my lid. But yeah, the type of surgery that I had done, a lot of women have expressed that within less than 6 months, their pain comes back tenfold. And that's exactly what happened to me. So here I was, you know, leaving for London thinking, cool, my endometriosis is taken care of. Everything's good. It's not really anything I need to worry about. Like, so glad I got that taken care of before I went to London and like had this magnificent year studying abroad and
You were wrong.
That just wasn't the reality. I got to London and like, obviously if you follow me on Instagram, like I had an amazing year. I met so many great people, friends that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life, and I'm so thankful for that, but it was a really hard year. Next, I'm going to dip into this lightest shimmer shade and just put that in my inner corner. It was an insanely hard year, but a lot of that had to deal with, I was coming to terms with the fact that I just had my stomach opened up and had endometriosis burned off of me, which was like one of the most painful things ever, to try and recover from this surgery, and to be told that you're gonna be better now.
Ha! Got 'em!
And within probably 3 months, my symptoms, now that I'm in London, in a country where I'm away from my family, away from like all my comfort, my pain is coming back tenfold, and I'm freaking out. I'm stressed because I'm in grad school and I'm trying to like get through grad school and like be a normal human being and make friends and meet people and go on dates and go do these fun things. And here I am struggling with this chronic illness that just ultimately deteriorated my mental health. I'm just gonna blend those shadows in a bit more. But yeah, so that year being away, you know, from my family and my comfort zone while I'm going through all of this stuff physically and mentally, it was a lot, and I think it made me so much stronger. So I'm grateful, you know, in that aspect, but it definitely wasn't easy by any means. So now I'm gonna use my Benefit Precisely brow pencil. I use the shade 5. Lately I've been doing just this, like taking the pencil and just taking it upward, starting from the bottom of the brow and then going up like this, because I find it gives a really natural but like still bushy effect, but like a controlled bush. God, I'm literally like a middle school boy. I just kind of flick pencil like so, and it gives me really natural strokes, and I love that effect. Like I was saying, I think this past year, and especially this past month, would have been a lot easier if I didn't have endometriosis. I mean, because there were days where I physically could not get out of bed. Like I was in so much pain. I couldn't move. It feels, at least my endometriosis, because like any illness, it's different for every single person. It's not a one size fits all. For me, it feels a lot like someone, there's different variations. There are times when it can kind of feel like someone, it has talons or pirate hooks for hands, and they're just inside my uterus, just squeezing with sharp knives and just twisting all of my insides. It can be like a chainsaw that feels like it's being stabbed up my vagina or up my rectum and all the way into my chest that I can feel it, or times where it's just throbbing back pain or throbbing leg pain. I mean, I even tried to get up last night to go to the bathroom, and I had to hold on to the wall the entire way to the bathroom because I physically, my legs were in so much pain that I had to drag myself to the bathroom. And that that's just some of the symptoms, right? So just to put into context of like, that's what people with endometriosis, people with chronic illness and these things, like that's just their day to day. Like that is just a normal day for me now. And it makes it really difficult to do things. And I think the hardest part for me was chronic fatigue. Like I just exhausted all the time. It doesn't matter if I get 8 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, I will wake up and I'm still exhausted. I think what ended up happening is, you know, London was kind of like this amazing holiday for me. And, you know, you go on holiday and you have this great time. It's amazing, you know, but it's like an action-packed holiday. You know, those action, like where you're just super busy on holiday and you're sightseeing, you're doing this, and you get home and you feel like, wow, I just had a vacation, but I feel like I need another vacation because of that vacation. Like I didn't really get any time to rest, right? Yes, here I am posting all these amazing pictures and like having the time of my life in London. You know, you didn't really see me struggling and, you know, cooped up with my heating pad and crying because I'm in so much pain.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
But after that amazing time in London, I came home and I was just dead. Like I had no energy to give to anyone. I just slept for like probably a solid 2 weeks. Because I think my body was just so exhausted from a year of constantly doing things. For a chronically ill person, that's just, it's not healthy. Like you need to take time for your body to rest and recuperate, and I did not have the time to do that in London. So I think it was just like my body's way when I came home of just being like, we're forcing you to sit down and take some time for your physical and mental health because you haven't been prioritizing that in this past year. You've been prioritizing your dissertation, which is like, it's kind of rude, you know? Next, I'm gonna use, I've really been loving this. Do you ever have a product where like you buy it and you're like, ew, I'm not into this, gross. And then like 6 months later, you pick it up again, you're like, oh my God, I love this. Like, why did I ever not use that? That's this right now. So this Flesh, this is their just like stick foundation. I have it in the shade Cookie. That's what they call me.
Okay.
And yeah, I love this stick foundation. It goes on really well and it's like light coverage. I don't feel like it's a heavy anything like that. I kind of just like the natural foundation look and feel lately. So we're gonna roll with it. I've really been loving stick products lately. So I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Amazonian Clay. This is waterproof 12-hour concealer. And I'm just gonna put that under my eyes and in between the brows to just kind of highlight that area and on my nose. So that's kind of why I disappeared for a while from like social media. My mental health was not in a good place. I know I think I'm still coming to terms with the fact that like this is, you know, a disease that I will probably have to deal with for the rest of my life. And that can be a hard pill to swallow. And it's really just kind of put my priorities in a different place. I want to use my platform to raise more awareness for endometriosis because before I was diagnosed, I really didn't know what endometriosis was. It's really not talked about. And even now when I tell people, you know, oh, well, I have endometriosis, so many people have no idea what I'm talking about and like to have to just explain it every time. And it's like, it's exhausting. And as someone with an illness, like you already feel alone enough. You already feel invisible, you know, because there's so many people that don't get it. Oh my God, why are you so nervous about everything? Why haven't you left your bed today? It's noon. Okay, well, you know, I have anxiety. I have depression. Like I have this real thing called endometriosis. I'm not just lazy. I'm not just crazy. I'm not just whatever.
I am suffering.
There's a reason why I am the way that I am. So I think just the more that people can be aware of these things, you know, there's so many things that people are suffering with and they're just suffering in silence because we just don't know enough about it and we don't care to learn. And I think that's just unfortunate that so many of us live that way, you know, until it happens to you. You're just like, okay, whatever. So next, I'm gonna set my face with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. I love this stuff. I will use this until the day I die. No surprise here, I'm going in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. God, like the smell of this stuff, I just love it so much. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to make this video not only just to update you guys on like why I just went radio silent 4 months, because really I wasn't feeling inspired. I was just feeling really down, confused and hurt and angry, to be honest, that, you know, I'm having to deal with this illness. That's kind of what I've been doing these last few months. I mean, obviously I was doing my dissertation and during that time I was super busy with that, so so I couldn't really be uploading videos and be super active. But then once that ended, I kind of was like, you know what, I still need a break from everything, because I really think when you're going through like anxiety and depression, social media is like the last thing you need, because you're just seeing all these people post their highlights and how amazing their life is and everything, and you're sitting here like that's cute. It just doesn't help. So taking a step back, reevaluating, recentering myself, and just getting some perspective helped so much, and I feel so much better now. I'm gonna go in with my blush. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush. This is in Mood Exposure. I'm just gonna put that blush on. Yeah, now that I've, you know, seen a therapist. Hey Eileen, love you girl. Yes, my therapist is subscribed to me on YouTube, so get you a therapist that supports your YouTube channel. I'm gonna go in with my Becca highlighter. This is Champagne Pop, and I highly suggest therapy, like for anyone who is struggling with anxiety, depression, anything like that, because it can be a lot, you know, to come to terms with and kind of navigate by yourself. And I really think having people there to champion you and encourage you and just let you know everything's gonna be okay. I'm such an advocate for that, and I really feel like I could not have come out on the other side of this as quickly as I did if it weren't for going to therapy. I highly suggest that. And it's like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. People go to therapy all the time. I think it's so great and so cool, and something that people should really talk about more. I hate that stigma around mental health, that like something's wrong with you, you're crazy, like that's weird. No, like I'm trying to better myself. Like how does that make me weird? Like if anything, it makes me super cute. So self-care. God, I hate myself. Just kidding. No, I don't. I love myself. See? I'm just gonna add a little highlighter up on the brow bone too, to just really, you know, don't you want your highlighter to do that? Literally don't know what those sounds are that just came out of my mouth, but like, let's roll with it. So, oh, your girl forgot mascara. I never really put eyeliner on, so why would I do that now? So I'm gonna put my mascara on. This is the Benefit Roller Lash. This has always and forever since it came out been a staple in my collection. I just love the length that it gives my lashes. Oh, look what I just did. Can you see that? I just blinked because my contact was dry, and now I have mascara all under my eye. I had one job. Now that I've got my mascara on, I'm going to go to my lips. We're gonna fill in my lips with my NYX lip liner. This is in the shade Nude Truffle. This is just one of my favorite, kind of like a darker, cool toned nude. It's great. So I'm gonna fill in my lips now with my MAC lipstick. This is in the shade Impulsive, which is one of many destructive traits that I have. That combo together for lips is just like orgasmic. It's great. Now that we're done with that, I'm gonna set this in place with my Too Faced Hangover Spray. I opened my mouth like I was trying to eat that shit. Like, we got nuggets waiting for us. We can't be wasting calories on setting spray. So that is the finished look, you guys. I love it. I hope you love it. Actually, it's really pretty simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat get ready with me. I was really nervous to film this because it's hard, you know, it's scary to know that you're gonna be vulnerable in front of a lot of people, and how that's gonna be received, if people are gonna judge you, if they're not. I think that's why I put this video off for so long too, to just kind of be honest about my mental health and physical health and the issues that I've been dealing with. But I know so many other people are struggling with things similar to this, things 10 times worse than this.
There's people that are dying.
Really, the whole reason I started my channel was to just make people feel less alone, because I've been in that place and I never want someone to feel that way. So if putting these types of things out there can help people, then I feel like I'm doing what I was meant to do. If you're going through something similar, let me know in the comments of whatever it is you're going through, that society and people and your friends and family, people who you thought would be there for you, who aren't there for you, are shaming you for or making you feel bad about. Honestly, f those people. You don't need them.
I don't need friends. They disappoint me.
There are people out there who can't wait to love and support you. But again, you're not alone. I want this channel to be a safe place for people. You know, like, just because you have these illnesses or these other things you're going through, if whatever it is, you are good enough. And that is something that I myself have struggled with. I'm still on that journey, right? We're not there yet, but we're getting there. That's, I think, what this time out has really taught me. No matter any of those things, it doesn't matter that I'm sick. I'm still good enough. I may not be that person I used to be, but I think I'm an even better version of her. And I think she would to be really proud of where I'm at now, and that after all of this, I'm still standing and ready to take on tomorrow. So you're still here, you're still thriving, and I think that's something to be proud of. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did. Oh my god, my lights just flickered. I know this place is haunted. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.